4th position and Alesi in 5th position. And look at the way, incidentally, Berger's got his Ferrari angled already to try and sprint between Hill and Schumacher at the start. And when I tell you that Coulthard, Berger and Alesi are in the same grid positions as they were at Monaco 2 weeks ago, and remember what happened there on the run-up to Saint-Devote, keep your eyes peeled for this first corner then. This is it coming up. Schumacher gets away well, better than Hill. Coulthard is alongside his teammate. Coulthard is challenging as they go to the left-hander, but it is Schumacher, Hill, Coulthard, then the two Ferraris. Johnny Herbert is inside one of the Ferraris. It was Jean Alesi's, and here we come. Schumacher leads, clear track in front of him. Then the two Williams, then the two Ferraris. Johnny Herbert, Mika Häkkinen is in 7th place. The two Jordans of Irvine and Rubens Barrichello, they're the two 40s, the yellow cars, which are 8 seconds a lap at least slower than the men at the front. So Pedro Diniz will be lapped very, very soon indeed, maybe as early as the 7th or 8th lap. This is coming down towards the east hairpin for the first time. No change in the first 5 so far. It's Berger in front of Alesi. Schumacher leads, and already a gap is developing between the Benetton Renault, and incidentally, Schumacher started from the 100th pole position for the Renault concern with their V10 engine. And there's a challenge. Oh, that's Johnny Herbert, and he's been hit by, it looks like, Mika Häkkinen. It's certainly one of the McLarens. And Herbert has not stalled his engine, and it is Mika Häkkinen who's had to take a $10,000 fine for ignoring a yellow flag in practice. It was a suspended fine from the previous Grand Prix, and now are they going to have to stop the race? Because you can see they are stuck on the course, and Häkkinen can do nothing about it. Johnny Herbert, I think, has stalled his engine, and they are right on the racing line, and it looks as though for the second time in succession a Grand Prix is going to have to be stopped. And it's not going to take us very long to find out, because the leaders, with Schumacher already 2.5 seconds ahead of Damon Hill, the red flag is ready. Here's a replay.
So let's have a look. Häkkinen comes up the inside. Herbert comes across to close the door on there. And Häkkinen there noses into the side of Herbert. Häkkinen looked to me as if he was going to have a good chance of going up the inside of Herbert. I'm surprised that Herbert didn't actually leave him room, bearing in mind that was the situation. And you can see now that we have the safety cars there coming out, and it looks like the cars are going to be out of the way, but it looks like Häkkinen's car is jammed in gear. And this is one of the problems that we see quite often now with the semi-automatic gearboxes, that the cars can often not be moved. And this means now that that's Häkkinen there being taken out of the way, and that's David Coulthard.
David Coulthard out, so there are two of the top men out. I don't know what happened to Coulthard, because we didn't see it any more than you did, but that means to say that it's already here's a replay. Now they're coming underneath the bridge on the approach to the east hairpin. The Ferrari goes through on the left, and Coulthard just lost it. Coulthard just lost it, probably on a damp patch, into the gravel trap, and it looked to me in the process as though Alesi passed Berger and up into now 3rd position. But the race is continuing, it's not being stopped.
So let's look at Coulthard now. Coming down to the hairpin, he brakes, and simply what happened, I'm sure, is that with the slippery conditions we've got, we said that those cars weren't up to temperature. We know from this morning's warm-up session that the Williams is tricky when it's wet. Now, it's not wet, but it is damp, and I'm sure that all those factors have led David Coulthard there to lose control of his Williams. Fundamentally, a mistake from David Coulthard, and you can see it on his face. He is absolutely distraught, and no great surprise there. Second lap, a driving error, just braking a little bit too late, the back of the car locking up and spinning it round. So I'm sure no mechanical problem there. One could see also just how very slippery and tricky it was as we saw Alesi try to have a go there successfully up the inside of Gerhard Berger. Alesi there ahead, Berger with a camera on top, the waved yellow flags there. This is the chicane, the right-left chicane, where Coulthard there has gone off there into that corner, and just shows you how very tricky these conditions are.
Lap 3, and already it's the old story. My Michael Schumacher is almost 3 seconds on lap 3 ahead of Damon Hill, with Alesi having moved up into 3rd position ahead of Berger. Barrichello is 5th in the Jordan Peugeot. His teammate Eddie Irvine is 6th. Now we're riding with the Ferrari.